can say for certain, maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me, your memory so clear. Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can it be that you are mine forever, love? And you're watching over me from up above. Fly me up to where you are beyond the distant stars. My dreams, and isn't faith believing all power can be seen? As my heart holds you just 1 beat away, I cherish all you gave me every day, 'cause you are mine forever. In me from up above, and I believe that angels breathe, and that love will live on and never leave. Fly me up to where you are beyond the distant star. I wish upon tonight to see you smile. If only for a while to know you're there. A breath away is not far to where you are. I know you're there. A breath away is not far to where you
How fabulous is that? Hello, everybody.
Wow,
Welcome to
thank
the
you.
Candi and Randy Show.
Wow, thank you so much. Good morning or good evening in your case.
We had this is Randy, and say hello, Candi.
I'm not sure I can speak yet.
I know, right? we are so excited, and we are joined tonight by Jaden Cornelious, who is calling us from the UK. Bless his heart, he's up late.
Of course, in my rock and roll lifestyle that I lead.
That's right, you tell everybody.
And I love musicians. I love musicians because, Jaden, you could probably sing exactly like that at this very moment at 2 a.m. because that's how musicians are.
Are you asking me to?
Oh, wow. Is that an offer?
If you're offering, go for it.
What, really? Okay. Let me think of something. Who can say for certain, maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me, your memory is so clear. Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can you be? That's all you're getting it to in the morning.
Wow.
So you have to go by the record, people, to get the whole song.
That's right.
Look at listen to you at 2 a.m. I love
Oh my
musicians.
God, and I've just woken up as well, so I'm sounding a bit rough.
Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm very good. It's really, I kind of thought I work in healthcare as well. I look after disabled and violent teenagers, and I've got an early morning shift. So I thought, right, I must try and get like an hour's sleep beforehand. So I'm a little bit in like dream state.
So you've already gone to sleep and woken up, and you can sing like that?
Yeah. Well,
oh my goodness.
So.
Bless.
All right.
That's fabulous.
I just told Michael in the chat room he's going to have a new client.
Well, first of all, for those people tuning in, Jaden Cornelious is our guest tonight. Obviously, he has this fantastic voice. He's in the middle of the Open Mic UK competition, which we'll talk about in a minute. But he's been a very famous singer for a long time in the UK. He was in a band called Beyond that was formed in 1994. It was a while in the 90s. And then in 97, you had a number 4 dance charting hit with The Key.
Yeah.
But right now, you're a solo artist. You've had your first album. Which is terrific, by the way.
Released. Oh, thank you.
And
there's 2 people that love it now. That's you and my mother. That's fantastic.
No, 3. I love it.
I'm international now. That's amazing.
Oh well, from what I know, you're like multi-international, and your voice is incredible because you started, if you don't mind me saying, you started as a pop. Well, you became famous as a pop singer first. Would that be accurate?
Yeah,
and
I still am a pop singer. It's just nice to be able to sound more grown up now.
You sound more grown up. That's a nice way to put it. I like that. And growing up, who were your influences? Do you mind me asking?
My father was a huge, I don't know if you had Cliff Richard over there. He was kind of the guy that discovered that really in this country Olivia Newton-John. So Olivia Newton-John and... Sorry?
Who was that?
So Olivia Newton-John and Cliff Richard were my biggest, kind of most listened to music as a kid. And then obviously the people at the time in the 70s that were really famous in this country and really working hard were people like ABBA and that. So, and the Bee Gees and Barry Gibb and, all that kind of crew. So they were kind of people that I was listening to the most. So my dad had a beautiful voice, bless him. So he sounded very much like Cliff Richard. So that's where I got got my musical influence from. Yeah. So that was cool.
If you don't mind, I want to tell you, actually, we have a little something in common there, you and I.
Okay.
Because you, the past 2 days, do you know who I've spent the past 48 hours with?
No idea.
Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, wow.
My husband is her publicist.
Yeah, fantastic.
And we just attended the screening of her new movie, A Few Best Men.
Yeah.
In L.A., and I was in the studio
lucky.
with her all day yesterday.
Wow. You should have said hello from me.
I would have. I was so overwhelmed by your career, I wasn't aware. I was doing research this afternoon, and I was just focusing on your career, and then I found some background information that she influenced you to a degree. And Emerson, her nephew.
Yeah, Emerson's amazing. He's cool. Yeah.
And
I've met Olivia 3 times now, and we swap SMSs every now and then, and she said that she'll definitely do a duet with me at one point. So that's what that's like my life's ambition is to sing with Olivia. So.
Well, we just have to do that.
Well, You guys are closer than me.
we just have to. I was like I said, I was lucky. I've known Olivia for about, I guess, over 10 years now, and actually she's called into the show before. Surprisingly, don't laugh. And she did. And she surprised us. But we were just at, like I said, we were just at the screening of her new movie, A Few Best Men, and then she was in the studio yesterday for like 12 hours recording some things for the movie, and we had a really good time. She did get a little punchy though, which was funny. And as a recording artist, you know how like long days in the studio can get. She did at about hour 10 or 11, I think. She started giggling in the middle of a song, and she couldn't stop, and it was kind of funny.
She's an amazing woman.
She really is, and I know I found on YouTube you did a tour of her music to help the Olivia appeal.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and what it's about? I obviously I could, but I'd rather you do it because obviously since you went to all this effort, you know as much about it as I do. Can you talk about the Olivia appeal and your tour that you did to raise money for it?
Well, it started really when my partner at the time bought me her biography. I was going through a bit of a rubbish stage in my life and very moany about my bag, even though I was very lucky enough to have my health, and I wasn't in a particularly successful relationship, but I still had a relationship, etc. And I think it was just a case of I didn't realise that you kind of automatically, naively assumed that someone beautiful, that's very talented, that's had hit albums, hit-ish films, Grease obviously being major legend and things like that, you kind of think that no matter how much money they're earning, and because of their success, it doesn't really matter if they become particularly ill or if bad things happen, because they can always pay their way out of it. And it's only when I read, obviously been a big Olivia supporter, when I really kind of read how much that she's been through, it kind of put a lot of my stuff into perspective. And I hadn't been singing for about 2 years at the time. I'd kind of let it go on a back burner while I was concentrating on the woes of my relationship and the woes of my life. So I just thought, actually, Jaden, you better pull your ass out really and start getting a bit of a grip on what you do. And I thought it would just be amazing to kind of do something to help. I mean, even though I was nothing and nobody and not doing anything at all particularly, I still really felt that I just really wanted to help and be a part of it. Her story was very inspiring, and obviously when I lost my father on my 21st birthday to leukemia, and my mother at the time was having abnormal lumps in her breast, so we were told to expect the worst there as well. So it was something that was kind of had touched my life as well. Thank God it wasn't in as serious a way as some, but it was still something that was still quite, scary and something that could possibly happen in the future. So I wanted to do a bit of a challenge. I didn't particularly feel like jumping out of a plane. I've got very sensitive ankles, so I decided that I would find a group of people that couldn't sing but that really wanted to sing, that were almost kind of scared to have a voice. And I gave them and myself, I think it was 3.5 months to train them to sing, to learn 30 Olivia tracks that they'd never heard before, because unfortunately Olivia is not as prolific in this country as she is in the States and Australia and Asia and stuff. And then we had to tour it for 6 months to raise as close to £10,000 as we could for the Olivia Wellness Centre for Cure Breast Cancer, and for Emerson's Full Speed to a Cure campaign, as it was. It's pink and blue for 2 now, but it was Full Speed to a Cure at the time. And so we'd done it. We started off with 10 people. We ended up at the end of the tour with just 5 people, but we raised £8,999.80. So we just raised just under £9,000.
In the U.S., we'll say that you hit over $10,000, yes.
Oh, it's definitely over $10,000, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's fantastic.
I think the guys done amazingly, so. And
not only did you train, but now you kind of dropped out that you sang on this concert with these people. You didn't just organize it.
Oh, no. Yeah, I sung a good few songs, and I also done their backing singing. I mean, it was amazing when people first started singing. There was like shaking lyric sheets and lots of tears and lots of people being very scared of even remotely having a voice. And when you're working with people like that, you do really kind of see how low people's self-esteems are, and how people really don't have a love of, a positive self-image. And mine can be a bit ropey at sometimes, but I've never been scared of opening my mouth, really. For me, it was.
And sing in front of people.
What's that?
I mean, it's tough to get up and sing in front of people. Your knee, at least, you're sometimes like, Barbara Streisand is amazing, and she still doesn't like to get up and sing in front of people.
I hate it. That's the worst part of the business for me.
Really?
The best part, for me, being in the studio and creating music is the best bit. If I could literally be really famous and just release albums and do the occasional live by satellite link up, I'd be very happy. But
Barbara did it, so you can do it.
Well, maybe I'm not really Barbara's level, A couple of rows under, times about 100. So
we're getting there.
But I mean, and I've been singing since I was 16. When I moved to Canada in my late teens and started singing gospel in churches in Toronto and stuff, and so I've been singing for quite a few years now. But I still am the grumpiest, nervous person before I sing for the whole day. My friends are like, "Oh my gosh, Jaden's got a show tonight. Let's avoid."
Now, see, I would never, ever guess that, because we're going to share, we have a chat room going on with the radio show right now, and we're going to share links to your live performance at the open mic competition with Oceano, and you don't look nervous at all there. And also, if you don't mind, can I play, because because Olivia was an inspiration for you, would you mind? I found a YouTube video that you shared with your fans right before you went on tour, and I just wanted to play a little, if you don't mind, of something that you did live for the YouTube fans. Do you mind if I play this?
Of course not. You play whatever you want. That's fantastic.
You sound fantastic, and I would never guess you would be nervous about anything like this. Is just a little of you singing Olivia Newton-John, which I think is fantastic. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
You don't have to answer. I see it in your eyes. Maybe this was better left unsaid. But this is pure and simple, and you must realize that it's coming from my heart, not my head. I love you. I honestly love you.
Now, what I love about that, and everyone listening, you can find this on YouTube. You just turned on your computer web camera, and you just did that live.
Yeah.
I think that was fabulous.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
You just sing.
It's beautiful. It's one of my favourite songs, actually. I've just had it translated into Spanish, and I'm recording it in the studio soon, hopefully. So, yeah.
I think I must
that'd be
be
beautiful.
Jaden's first super fan, because all I can say is wow.
Bless you. Thanks, Candi.
Nothing else intelligent is coming out. Just wow.
It's nothing intelligent comes out of my mouth, so you're in good company. It's okay.
I'm so impressed by that. I love when I found that clip. I thought, oh gosh, I have to play a little of this, because I'm so impressed that you just wanted to share with your fans. You wanted to talk about the tour, and you wanted to raise money for the Olivia Appeal, and you just sang live. You know, a lot of artists, and you know this, and I don't even have to convince you of this. You know, a lot of people would just play their studio recording of something that was processed and comped, and and I was so taken by how beautiful the version was, and it was just live right to the computer cam. So I was really impressed by that. And I have to say one last thing on this subject, and we won't stay on this, is I'm a cancer survivor myself. And Olivia was the guardian angel of my cancer journey. And I listened to her Grace and Gratitude CD, which I know you know very well.
The best. That's the best album in the universe for me.
And can I say I found, now listeners, I'm not going to give it to you. You're going to have to go look for it. I'll give you the link. Go find his YouTube video of Instrument of Peace, which is absolutely fantastic. Jaden, you are fantastic singing this song, and it's so special to me. I actually staged Olivia's Grace and Gratitude concert here in the States. And after I'd gone through my cancer journey, she knew how important the CD was to me. And so she asked me to stage the concert for her. And you are just gorgeous singing Instrument of Peace.
Wow.
You really are.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
And it's a difficult song to sing, first of all, and you are gorgeous singing it. So I wanted to make sure, just in passing, I have to say, fantastic job with Instrument of Peace. I wish I'd seen this tour that you did with all the Olivia songs.
No, it was an amazing experience, and we're kind of doing something very similar now. That was based in the southwest of England, and we're doing a very similar kind of thing to raise more money early next year in London now. So we're kind of trying to repeat the success that we had last time, and it's really funny. I actually sent Olivia a text or SMS about 2 weeks ago, just saying that I'd really, really would love to sing, to record Instrument of Peace with her as a charity CD. So. As a charity single, and she said that obviously she's busy at the moment and can't do it at this time, but so I'm kind of hoping that will change and we'll be able to release it. I think it's just such it doesn't matter what your faith or your religious background or your path or whatever. I just think that the lyrics, obviously it's a prayer of St. Francis, and I just think that the lyrics of that song are just. I listened to it. I was living on my own in the middle of the countryside in Devon, in kind of Heathcliff kind of land, which was Exmoor and stuff, and it was very isolating but very stunning. And I just was listening. I think I had a power cut one night, and I had a little bit of battery left on my laptop, and I was just listening to that in candlelight. And just the lyrics of it, I just decided that needs to be my New Year's resolution for the rest of my life, really, and if I become a tenth of what that song is about, then I think that my life and people that come in contact with my life will just be, it would just be a blessing, really. So, amazing song. That's my favourite. I mean, the whole album is stunning. Such an amazing album as well. But, that track is super special, really.
It really is. It's a beautiful album, But your rendition of Instrument of Peace was absolutely gorgeous. I wanted to make sure I told you that. And
thank you. And tell Olivia when you see her next.
I certainly will. I absolutely will. Which will be in a couple of weeks. She's off to the Rome Film Festival today, but I'm going to see her in about a month. She's doing some concerts here. So, but I would love to hear the two of you sing. I sure will. That will complete my career. Everything from then onwards will be just a major blessing. That's kind of like my life dream. To sing with someone that I've just grown up my whole life has been kind of listening to and kind of had been in my life from obviously the time I bought my first pair of roller boots and Xanadu, although spandex wasn't really my thing. I didn't let too many people in on the spandex secret for a while. But no, I mean, she'd be part of my life. So obviously, and it's great to inspire. I think it's always good to have goals and dreams, and there are so many amazing artists that I can't wait to sing with when I'm more successful. But Olivia is definitely, she's just an inspiration. So for me, that's going to be a major blessing one day. Well, can we talk about just for a second? Do you mind if we talk about the Open Mic UK competition right now? Because, like we mentioned earlier, in the middle of it. On the 18th of September, I think you moved on from your last round. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, indeed, yeah.
And
from the regionals to the area finals.
To the area finals. And your next round is November 20th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sunday, November 20th, and that's the area finals.
That's the area finals there. And now for the last round, you sang a Josh Groban song, Oceano, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely song.
Well, do you mind if I play a little edit of it?
No, of course you can.
I want everyone to hear what you do, because this is what's amazing is we go from this last cut of I Honestly Love You and to Where You Are, and now here's your gorgeous Italian. Here's a little bit of what moved you past this last round.
Per amore che ti do, per amore che non sai, che mi fai naufragare. Per amore che non ho, per amore che vorrei, e per questo dolore. Questo amore che ho per te, che mi fa superare queste belle tempeste.
And can we say impeccable Italian on top of the voice?
Thank you so much.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I was really nervous. I don't speak Italian or Spanish, but I sing in Italian and Spanish quite a lot. And I had to sing for a mayor of Susa, which is a place in Italy. And it was only halfway through the song that I was singing, I thought, oh my gosh, she understands every word. I've been able to bluff it for years in the UK.
That has to be frightening, doesn't it?
It halfway through, the realization kicked in. I was like, oh no, she's understand. I hope I'm doing it right. But apparently, I was good. So if the mayor of Susa says I'm good, then that was okay.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. I think you sound absolutely fantastic on the song. And what's amazing to me is that you can go from Olivia Newton-John to this semi-classical Italian operatic kind of classical sound. I'm so impressed.
It's just about I just love the music that I'm singing, and I'm a pop boy, you know. I've had 5 half-hour lessons of classical music, but it's something that I love and something that I really enjoy singing. So I mean, it's really, I just kind of get fed up with pigeonholes and saying that, you know, you can only do one particular thing. If you're pop, you can only sing pop. If you're classical, you can only sing classical. I like to do crossover, so I sing the stuff that I enjoy singing, that moves me musically, lyrically, you know. So
I think that's important to really.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can only sell, and not on a physical basis, but I mean on a kind of convincing people that you're real. You can only sell something that you believe in, something that you're passionate about, something that you love, and that shines through. And you know, if I started doing reggae or hardcore rap, people would know I was a fraud because I'd be absolutely bloody awful at it. You know, so I might be able to bluff it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be showing up at some point. But with classical and pop, I just think, you know, there's some great pop music out there, and there's absolutely stunning. I mean, Josh Groban, I saw him in concert a couple of weeks ago. It was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You know, so there's some great classical music, and obviously I don't look like a typical classical singer, and that really annoys some classical music lovers because they say I'm scruffy and not tidy enough to be a classical singer, and which makes me dress down even more, really.
Absolutely.
You know, because I like just being me.
Well, this is probably where I should also tell you that Josh Groban's a friend of mine, huh?
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
I've known Josh
for... I've known Josh for about, a little over 10 years now, actually. The first time I met Josh was the first time he was on the Larry King show. He sang To Where You Are, which we heard at the top of the show that you sang so beautifully, on the Larry King show. His voice coach is one of my best friends. So I've known Josh for, 10 years now. And it's funny that you say that about your music and how you approach music, because Josh says the exact same thing, is he doesn't want to be pigeonholed. He doesn't want to He doesn't want to be opera boy. He doesn't want to be pop boy. He just wants to sing what he feels.
It's just Josh doing what he feels. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Absolutely.
And there's no one really in the UK doing that, you see. So that's kind of why.
Which is why we need you to be that person now.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely. And you do it so well. Everyone in the world can't do this. Everyone. You keep. I love that you've said 2 or 3 times now tonight. You're pop boy, and clearly you're not just pop boy, because we can hear the voice. But few people are this versatile, Jaden.
It's so difficult. I've lived with my voice for a good few years now, and and I hear it every single day. So sometimes it's really hard to be objective. And I just think, well, I love singing, and I think I sound all right doing that. So, and I enjoy singing that. So, it's very hard to hear myself how other people hear me, if you know what I mean.
I think we tend to be our own worst critics anyway. I think somebody else will hear you as perfect, and you might hear, oh, I was a little off on that key, or I was a little off on that key.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm the worst for that.
I sing not to your level at all. Just I've toured with churches and stuff, but everybody else, oh, that's great, and I could tell when I was flat here, or maybe when I held the note a little too long here, and I was always like, okay, it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's true. I do think we are our own toughest critics, because I think we all hold ourselves up to a certain standard or something we hold in our head.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. I think if you live for your dream, you always want to be the best that you can be, because you think people deserve to have the best of you, and you deserve to be able to give your best. And so I think you're always striving to be the best that you can be. I very rarely beat myself up for screw ups. Because I think at the end of the day I'm human, and if I hit a few bum notes when I've just finished my 3rd gig in like 2 days of 3 hour, 3 hour long gigs or whatever they are. So at the end of the 3rd one, I'm starting to feel a bit ropey. I'm not able to control my voice as well. I just think, well, at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm not a robot, and at least I'm still singing live. So I don't really beat myself up that much, but it's always good to try and be the best that you can be. It's always good to strive for that, but I'm not kind of anal about it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I couldn't possibly sing unless I have Evian, unless I haven't spoke for 4 days previous. So, I'm just like, I will sing. If someone says to me, Jaden, get up and sing, I'll just get up and sing. I love music. I just think it's just the most amazing instrument, basically, to be able to share yourself musically. I just think is a really great gift, and whether people like it or not, I still think the ability to do it is really magnificent. So I'll do it at any given opportunity.
Even at 2 a.m. after 1 hour sleep and with a request from the U.S., you sang for us. So
how exciting! What an amazing part of my life journey to be on the phone to you guys at 2 o'clock in the morning. How many people get that opportunity?
Well, and the cool thing about this is it'll be in podcast like 5 minutes after we're done, so you can link it from our site to anywhere, and they'll be able to hear you. Can
I get it tomorrow morning when I get up? Would it still be there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll send you the link on Facebook.
Can you, Diamond? Thank you so much.
Yeah, and not only that, but now you're going to be in the iTunes store for free. Your episode will be in the iTunes store. You can send all your friends. You can download it for free. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
What I love is that you're talking about just wanting the idea of just getting up and singing. I remember when I was still acting on Broadway and singing, Josh Groban's coach is my friend and my coach, actually, when I was singing. And one of the best things I ever learned, and I'll bet you relate to this, is Luciano Pavarotti used to say, because people used to ask him, how do you sing all these high C's over and over and over and over? And, he's famous for his high C. And in an interview, someone asked him that, and he said, you open the mouth, you let the note go, and either it comes out or it doesn't, and then you go on.
Yeah.
And that made me feel so much better about myself, because from that moment on, I thought you're singing. You open your mouth, it either comes or it doesn't, but you keep going on. What are you going to do? and there was an amazing freedom out of hearing that. You know, that someone like Pavarotti says, you know, sometimes it comes out, sometimes it doesn't, and you go on.
Exactly.
And I can relate to both of those aspects of that sentence. So, you know, but that gave me a lot of courage to go on when I was getting really serious about my singing. Now, what has this competition been like with open mic? Because this is a big deal in the UK, and for the people in the US, like tell us about this process, if you don't mind. Like, because you've been through a couple of rounds now, right?
Yeah. Obviously, the audition heats and then the regional finals. So it's been. I've never entered a competition before because they petrify the life out of me, and I didn't really want to do it, but got kind of browbeat into turning up for the auditions. And luckily, a friend came with me, because when I turned up and saw the hundreds of people outside, if it had been on my own, I would have got back in my car and drove home. That's the difference. So I didn't have much choice, and I kind of got there, and I'd just spent money in the studio. This producer we only had like 2 minutes, I think like 2 minutes 20 seconds or something that we were allowed to audition for. So I had a song that I co-wrote. I managed to cut out like parts of the middle eight and parts of the start and parts of the end to make it fit to like 2 minutes 19. And I had it on CD, and I gave it to my friend, and I just said to her, look, I said, you better look after this, because I'm going to lose it, or I'm going to leave it in the toilet, or something's going to happen to it. So we waited for about an hour and a half before the audition, and I said, we're just about to be called, you better give me my CD back. So she gave it to me back. I put it in my back pocket and sat down, and it snapped straight away. I was like,
no.
No.
Yeah, what am I going to sing? So luckily I had, I was just, that would have been my sign to clear off and go home. But luckily I found, I just had my version of Live the Dream back, and I'd recorded it to take it to one of my friends' houses when I was travelling, gigging, doing a show. And I just happened to, it was under the seat of my car, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to sing this. It wasn't finished, or there was no intro on it or anything. I just had to sing that. So, but luckily it was enough to get me through. So, but it's been an amazing journey. So, you know, who knows what's going to come out of it. I never go into anything to win. I always go into anything, I go into all of it to experience. So if I don't win, I'm not that bothered. It'd be great too, it'd be amazing too. But I'm meeting lots of people and different writers, different producers, and just, the experience of actually doing it is the best thing of it. So
I would never think that you get nervous. I saw the video of you in the last round singing Oceano, and very difficult song. And you just saunter out to the center of the stage, and you say hello to the audience, and then you just sing this big, huge song, and then you basically get to the end, you say, thank you, everyone, and you walk off.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I couldn't wait to get off.
See, I would never ever guess that. Never guess that.
I think that there's a video of me singing You Raise Me Up on YouTube as well at the Queen's Theatre in Devon here in the UK. And
I love that
and
song.
I keep looking. It's a really beautiful song, and I think in the video I keep looking to the side, like looking out to the wings of the stage every now and then. And my friend said, were there people backstage that you were watching? And I was like, no, I was looking for the nearest exit. And I was thinking, right, if this all goes wrong, where can I get to quicker? Can I go to the left or can I go to the right?
And that was that at the Queen's Theatre?
Yeah, the Queen's Theatre, yeah. And I keep looking over to the left and right every now and then, and it's just because I was looking for the quickest way off.
That's very, very
funny. Always suss out your exits before you go on stage. That's my piece of advice to up-and-coming singers.
We had a question in the chat room. What was your first professional job? If you don't ask us that.
My God.
As a singer.
As a singer, my first professional job. I think. Sorry, the first time I was.
The first time you sang professionally.
I think the first time. I've been singing, like I said. I obviously 17 and 18. I moved to Toronto and was singing gospel. So obviously it wasn't a profession, but it was something I loved doing. I think, and I came back and joined several bands. I think when Beyond was formed, that was the first time I was professional. So that was kind of 94 onwards, really, and that was amazing. That was going from singing in pubs, doing charity gigs, which was, you know, for different HIV charities and stuff like that, to all of a sudden being on, you know, in teenage magazines and you know, doing things like that. So that was, it's pretty much gone from something quite small to something quite astronomical for me. So that was, so the early 90s was, in Beyond was the first time things were happening for me.
And how long was Beyond together? Was that a good experience for you?
It was an amazing experience. We were together for about 6 or 7 years, I think, in the end. Mm-hmm. We had some management issues towards the end, and that's why it all kind of went wrong. But
it's an age-old
it was an amazing experience. Sorry? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, for so many artists, that is an old story. That management just takes advantage of the artists.
Yeah.
But I think you guys got together in '94.
Yeah. Well, I think just before, I think it was kind of end of '93, but we kind of formed
93.
Profession.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were signed in that kind. You know, we started working as that particular setup in '94, doing, you know, kind of kids TV shows and stuff like that. So that's when it kind of started happening for us.
So that how you got started in the business, was in kids TV shows, or did you do something else before that?
We were working the gay circuit, so we had a really great gay following, and then through that we kind of met different people, and then that took us on to someone had like an under-18s club, so then we started doing under-18s clubs and started getting a great teenage fan base, and then, you know, so we worked every single circuit really, and then I think we just had a really good reputation. I don't think because we were particularly amazing, but we were really nice people, and we had a good time, and we enjoyed what we did, and I think that was more infectious than our music, the fact that everyone used to say that we were like a little mini youth club that everyone wanted to join. Because we just had a really nice time. We just were so grateful to be doing what we were doing, and we worked really hard, don't get me wrong. I mean, we did work hard. Everyone who thinks, well, you probably know yourselves, that kind of the singing thing is just about you getting up on stage and singing 3 tracks. I mean, I think I don't remember sleeping in my bed for like 3 months and having to sleep sat upright in a tour bus for, you know, weeks on end. So, yeah, we did work hard for what we did, but it was amazing. No, it was the best. It was one of the most amazing times of my life, actually. A really colourful experience.
That sounds fabulous. It really does. You use the word dream, and I just love to tie things into the future. One of your new songs, Live the Dream.
Wow.
I'd love to play, if you don't mind.
Of course.
It's a terrific song. And what I love about this, and I'm going to, for all the listeners, I love this because it is so many things all in one place, and it works so well together. This is pop, this is classical, this is rap, this is hip-hop, all in one place, and this is how you do it really well. This is how you put it all together so that it works really well. So this is Live the Dream with Jaden. Classical.
Live my life, always scared of the fight. Everything that I touched turned to stone. Wasted my time thinking I'd never find the one thing that would make me feel whole. You came along, filled my life with your song. life. Kept my eyes on the prize, never looking behind, just at you. I had to see my dreams become reality, 'cause it brought light to me. I found my truth. To feel your touch, hear your voice, see your face, took me to that one place I felt home. All that you do helps me to see it through. Feeling safe in your arms, I belong. Keep believing, love the How could I never have believed in my dreams? You know that making music just feels laughing to me. Whether house, pop, or funk or Latino, music is my life. Into eres mi destino. To feel your touch, hear your voice, see your face, took me to that one place I felt home. All that you do helps me to see it through. Feeling safe in your arms, I belong. Keep believing, love the
Now, can you tell everybody where to get your albums at?
Sorry?
Can you tell everyone where they can get your album at?
Well, my last album, which is primary album Mi Corazón, and that's on my website, www.jadencornelious.com. There's not many left, so if you want one, you better get one now because they'll never be continued. Live the Dream, that's coming out hopefully on the 31st of October on Halloween on iTunes, and links will be on my Facebook and on my .com site as well. And then my new album, which is called Solo Por Ti, that should be out on the 11th of the 11th. So, and details of that will be on Facebook and my .com website as well. So yeah, it's all happening in the next couple of weeks.
So everybody go add Jaden on Facebook and listen to his music.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll post the links in the chat room for everyone.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
And so I'm clear, Jaden, your new CD will be available on 11/11/11.
Yeah, that's the plan. At 11:11 in the morning.
At 11:11. See, for blonde people like me, or I used to be blonde, that's really helpful to know. It's like so easy to say 11.
That's the reason why I've done it. Being blonde as well, I need to retain as little information as possible, just so I can kind of say good morning and good evening and things like that. So.
Yes,
well, I think
stick together.
I think that's just terrific. I really do. I love that track. I love that it mixes so many things together so well, and there's this heroic feel to it.
Yeah, it's quite anthemic. I mean, listening to it, I don't listen to it that much because I have so many other things to do. But listening to it on here tonight, it's been I think, oh my God, I like that. That's quite
I know. I feel like
now.
it should be. I feel like it should be part of one of the new superhero movies that's coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
It does.
Captain America, and we're going to have the Avengers, and so it needs to be part of one of those movies.
And
that'd be amazing.
I'm lucky that you sent that to Candi, and she passed it on to me, so I've listened to it at home on my big computers here. Seriously, kids, everybody listening, you have to go listen. You have to download the song and listen to it on your speaker, because I can't imagine that the internet even does this song justice. It's so terrific, and your vocals are so fantastic. Now, you're in addition to singing the song music, you're also a songwriter.
Oh yeah, Live the Dream is one that I wrote.
See, I love that. I absolutely love that. Did you
I think
always know that you wanted to write when you started to sing?
No, not really. I didn't think I was ever able to write, in all honesty. I think it's still a bit of an insecure thing for most people is, how good do their lyrics and their melodies sound. But it's something that I kind of just started getting into. And even now I just think, well, I don't really mind if people don't like it because I enjoy doing it. So
good for you.
I'll do it. If people like it, fantastic. If not, I still kind of like it. So
yeah, it's really great.
So there's a few songs on YouTube. I was writing with a friend of mine, and we decided just to keep a kind of like it's because I don't have any studio equipment at home, and we wanted to make sure we had a copy of the song that we just written, so we remember it when we come to record it. So we put it on a digital camera, and obviously we thought, why don't we upload it on YouTube at the same time? So we kind of, there's a few songs that I've written on there as well on YouTube.
Well, your fans must be thrilled that they kind of get the first pass at all of your new music that way.
I think it's quite exciting. In fact, you hear it in that raw stage, and then obviously the plan is when it becomes like a track on an album, or when it's actually properly produced, that the difference in the quality and instrumentation is obviously going to be amazing. So for me, that's the exciting part, is the growth of the song. So and we've put almost the song Embryo on YouTube, and it'll be amazing when eventually it comes out with strings and amazing stuff like that. So
and fans love that kind of thing. I think my contact with recording artists is the fans love the idea of the genesis of a song, and so when you share things like that, an early on, like almost an early draft of a song, and then when they get to buy the finished product, and it's kind of like grown up, and it's kind of the finished vision of your idea, the fans seem to love that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's almost like reality TV show, isn't it? They kind of live in that moment with you, kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
So and I've done it really, and I said that for me and my friends, so we had a copy of how the song sounded because we were writing a song every Tuesday night, and that was kind of, we wanted to keep a diary of the stuff that we were doing so we would remember, because we didn't, like I say, we didn't have a recording facility, and it just kind of, we put the first one on YouTube, and people were like, oh my gosh, are you writing more? So we decided to keep doing that while we were writing. So. Which is
and the
cool.
more you write, do you find that you like it more and more? Does it intimidate you, or do you?
I love writing. It still intimidates me. It depends on if I go and write with people that I admire for their writing abilities. It's like singing Italian in front of an Italian mayoress. It's quite intimidating. And I don't think, however successful or however well you think you're doing it, when people are doing it, that you admire, and they're completely more professional in real life than what you are, it's always intimidating. But and it's not every. I mean, I obviously working with songwriters over the years, everyone thinks their song is a hit. So you do become quite protective and quite personal about your song because it's your melody, it's your lyrics, it's your experience that you're draining from, and sometimes they're great and sometimes they're really not. And I think that's all part of the, that's all part of the songwriting course as well. But I think just to be able to sit down and do it is brilliant. So I'm just loving the journey. I'm starting to live my dream, and I've just got to come to see you guys in the States next. That's my next step.
Come on over. Woo-woo!
I will.
Absolutely.
As soon as I can get some shows over there, I'll be over.
Randy and Michael are in the fun place. They're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You should come to Las Vegas.
I've never been there, but I've only been to New York, actually.
Well, if you're going to pick a city in the U.S., then that's the city. I have to say, my home city right now, Las Vegas, will probably throw me out in the next hour. However, I lived in New York for 15 years, and I think New York City is the greatest city in the world. I really do.
It was amazing, yeah.
Says they want you to come to Canada too. So.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So now you have Canadian and American fans.
Well, have me on Facebook. If we get a big enough group, I can come over and sing.
That's right.
Absolutely. Las Vegas is a city that never sleeps, but Indiana has the most heart. So you have to stop by here.
Wow. It's actually I was speaking to when I first started singing classical music. I was watching Josh Groban DVD, and it was literally my dream to visit and sing in every single state of America.
Mhm.
But that's one of my life ambitions is to go to every single state of America. So that would be pretty amazing.
Well, I would love to see you over here. I really would. I think you'd have a huge audience, and wow. I love the eclecticism. Did I just make that word up?
You did. Good,
go ahead.
I'll take credit. I love the eclecticism of your music. I love that you sing Olivia Newton-John songs, you sing your own music, you sing Josh Groban. I love that Live the Dream seems to be kind of like this microcosm of the Jaden Cornelious world. It's so many things all in one place.
Yeah. It pulls all the genres together for me. So.
I really like it. I mean, we started out the hour with you referring to yourself as pop music boy or pop boy, and you've got these amazing chops. I mean, obviously your voice is huge and impressive, but you know how to do so many things with it. So
thank you.
And I mean that. So I have a text into Olivia. I'm letting her know that I'm talking to you right now, and I think she's on a plane. Actually, she may touch down in the UK on her way to Rome. I don't know, but I'll definitely let her know that we talked together, and I'm going to tell her you have to do a duet with Jaden. We need
and if they do, they have to let us break the news first.
And we have to break it. That's
course.
right.
It's only fair.
Well, hopefully I'll get over to the States and then we'll be able to do it live. How amazing would that be? That'd be amazing for me, my gosh.
Oh, that'd be
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But to remind everyone, make sure you get to iTunes on 11/11/11 at 11/11, because for blonde people like me, that's easier. And you have to get Jake. And thank you so much, Jaden, for joining us. I know it's late, but you've been fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
No, it's been amazing. And let's stay in touch. It'd be fantastic. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being our guest.
It's been lovely. I'll go back to bed.
And I will be following your progress on the open mic competition. So good luck.
Thank you.
And don't sit on your CD.
No, I won't. Not this time. I always make it fair now, just in case.
But I honestly want you to know I'm so impressed by your talent. I really am. So good luck, and you know that you have fans in the U.S. and we'll be pulling for you. Although we can't vote from here, but you have fans.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, so hopefully I'll be able to start making more one day. So that'll be amazing. And thank you so much. It's been brilliant, guys.
Thank you. Now go to sleep. You deserve it.
I will do. I've got work in 3 hours. I'll see you later.
Take care. Good night, everyone.
Good night. God bless. See you later.
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.